With the cancellation of Jamahal Hill and Khalil Rountree in the T-Mobile Arena for UFC Kansas City on April 26th, Dana White confirmed a new matchup will now headline the card. Rising star Carlos Prates will now face Ian Garry in the main event. Ian Garry took to social media to express his reaction and thoughts on the news, stating, "It's official, me vs Carlos Prates, April 26th. I'm excited." Ian Garry continued with, "The UFC go, we need someone. Who do we need? Who do we call? You call me. Why? Because I'm a real fighter who wants to fight the best in the world. I'm going to show everybody how good I am." Garry continued with, "Carlos Prates is awesome, but this is my world. I love to fight. There's nothing more I love in this world than fighting. Ireland, get your tickets, get your flights. Brazil, get your tickets, get your flights." What do you guys think of this matchup? Does this adequately replace the intended main event? And how do you think Carlos Prates will fare over 5 rounds of action across from Ian Machado Garry?
Before you guys go in, I just want to say, what time did Ian Garry find out about this? Because it looked like he literally woke up from bed, saw a tweet, and decided to record a video. Like, why?
He turned up like you usually do when you turn up on the show.
Now we're at 10 o'clock, not 11. But look, I'm excited about that fight. I think Ian Garry showed his levels when he fought MVP, how that fight went, even when he beat Jeff Neal. When he lost to Shotgut, he showed levels. So I think it's a very, very good test for Carlos Prates, who's obviously been tearing through his opponents since he got to the UFC. I think both guys are going to get tested, but I see Garry taking it simply because he's got more experience at the top. Carlos hasn't really come up against anyone that's that level, that's fought either, well, let's say world champions in the form of MVP. So I think for that reason, his experience will come out, and Carlos is just not going to have enough for that one. But I'm excited about that fight for sure.
Kraken, what do you think of that? What do you think of that matchup? I mean, Carlos is on his way up, and he's tearing through everyone that's in his path. And the way that Ian Garry fights, we've seen him with a fight against a power puncher like Jeff Neal, like Yao just referenced there. Do you think we're going to see Ian Garry running around again, trying to stay away from the power shots of Carlos Prates in these fights? How do you feel? How do you see it panning
out? Can we just acknowledge the turnaround that Ian Garry has made from being one of the most hated fans to being almost one of the respected ones, because we used to hate Ian Garry. Now we're looking forward to seeing him fight because everybody wanted him to lose. Now everybody's invested in his fights. I personally think that he has the skills to fight Carlos, but I think he has the opportunity to steal the Fighting Nerds hype, and build his own fan base, because obviously the Fighting Nerds have the Brazilian audience, and he has the opportunity to just kill all of that, So I think Ian Garry takes this one, but like I would say he doesn't have knockout power, so obviously it's gonna be a long fight, because like these Ian Garry fights are more technical, But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I just hope he doesn't get caught, because then all of the trash talk that he's been doing, is going to be all out the window.
Is Ian Garry a decision merchant to you? Do you think he just loves to rack up decisions? Like,
he's technical, I would say, because I don't want to offend decision guys.
Offend away, bro. You've been offending Islam this whole time. You know what I mean? Now you want to fucking sit there.
Get him over. Get him.
I don't let shit slide around here, brother. I don't let nothing slide, bro. You know what I mean? Offend.
Yeah, he's a decision machine. Yeah, he's a decision machine. But like, I love the fact that he's turned his ship around in terms of fan base. He's been taking the necessary fights, because he was propped up at first while tearing through the division, but like since he's just been, I think he hasn't been in the MMA media that much. He's been doing work with Charles, so yeah. I hope he gets to take this fight. And you said he might have gotten that message before he woke up, or just after he woke up. Maybe he was in a threesome with his wife and his and her.
Bro doesn't want to get disrespectful, then turns full heel. Like, fucking pick a lane, son. God damn it.
Hey, bro, you started to talk about like you got invites or something, bro. God damn, how did you do it, bro? You know what? Let me move on. My game. Let me
Tell the brother, I
Fuck.
got a chair for him right there. You know what I mean?
Again, you know what are you making of this matchup, man? To me, it's a good fight to put together. You know, you want to see, especially if these two are going to be striking. So, but what are you making of this whole fight? And give us your provisional thoughts of how it ends.
Sound. It's an absolute banger. It's going to be a scrap as long as, let's say, Prates turns up to fight. As long as Ian Garry turns up to scrap, this is going to be a technical, rangy, kick after kick, like picking at the jabs.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this is going to be one hell of a fight. But, and I ain't going to say decision merchant. If Ian Garry wants to play it smart, he wants to get the 5 rounds in the bag and he wants to win this fight and move forward and try and get his way towards a title shot, he's going to put some grappling in there too. And that's maybe the way we're going to see this fight going. It could be one of these main events that's going to get all the hype of this absolute war that's about to go down. And then we see a little bit of grappling come out of Garry and just kind of grind his way through a 5-round fight, which, hats off to him. You've got to know how to win a fight. But if they both turn up and they're both game, or maybe Prates just pushes on him so much that it actually just pulls it out of Garry that he has to fight that way, damn, son, this is going to be entertaining.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget we do our Dust Off Shakedown every Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it.